Hello, beautiful creatures. Welcome to the 7th installment of my Southern Hemisphere Wheel of the Year series here on the channel. Can you believe that we're already up to 7 out of 8 Sabbats? It is so crazy to me how fast this year has zoomed by. Now, while many of you are celebrating Halloween or Samhain in the Northern Hemisphere, those of us who follow the wheel in the Southern Hemisphere are celebrating Beltane, the third of the spring Sabbats. Beltane is a cross-quarter Sabbat, which means it falls roughly between the spring equinox and summer solstice at the halfway point. Beltane is for me one of my favorite Sabbats, as it signifies the beginning of summer. It is also one of the most sensual of the Sabbats, ruled under Scorpio in the Southern Hemisphere, as it falls on the 1st of November, and ruled under Taurus in the Northern Hemisphere when it falls on May 1st. It is a time of year that celebrates growth, fertility, sexuality, and abundance. It is when the maiden has reached maturity and the moon goddess and horned god basically get it on in preparation for summer's rulership under the mother. So in today's video, I'm going to take you guys through the creation of my Beltane altar doll, and hopefully you might learn something new about Beltane or something about doll crafting. So to begin with, I'm taking these two dolls because I want the Ever After High body, which is a shorter statured body, and I want the Monster High doll head because I really like the sculpt and I haven't used that one for one of my altar dolls yet. So to prep the doll, I'm going to be removing the factory hair and factory paint using my usual methods. For the concept of this doll, I'm going to be channeling that youthful energy of the maiden while also leaning heavily into the sensuality of Beltane. So for my face up, I'm going to aim for a kind of sultry, flirty look, and in the sense of her outfit, I'm going to be sticking to traditional Beltane colors like pink, green, white, just to really embody the energy for when the doll sits on my altar. With my doll all clean of her factory hair and paint, I'm going to go ahead and pop her in a jar of hot water along with the doll which I want the body of, so that the vinyl heads can soften up and I can easily remove them. Careful not to burn my hands, I'm going to use a cloth to just remove both of those heads nice and easily. Because the vinyl is soft, they should just pop on off. As always with my sharp-ended scissors, I'm just going to dig around and start removing the factory plugs and breaking up any glue bonds that are left in the head after being heated. I'm going to be using pre-wefted hair on this doll rather than doing a reroute like I've been doing recently, so I'm going to go ahead and touch the head back to the body and begin my face up. After a thorough coat of Mr. Super Clear, I'm just going to go ahead and start with a simple skin tone change. It's not that I don't love Draculaura's pink skin tone on her face mold, but Beltane is the beginning of summer, and that means here in New Zealand the sun is really heating up and it's really time to get out there, get some sun on your skin and have that warm summery complexion. So that's what I'm doing here to begin my face up. Ultimately, Beltane is a time to thrive and to grow. It is the time of year where seedlings are sown into the soil, that livestock is moved to pasture, to graze, and it is a time where there's a certain sensuality to the energy of the world. Things are blooming and relationships are blossoming. Historical accounts of Beltane are also full of amorous encounters. Lovers would go into the woods together and spend the night, returning home in the morning with arms full of firewood to light the Beltane bonfire, or other foliage to decorate the town with. I also want to pay respects to Floralia, the spring festival that dates back to ancient Roman times, a celebration honoring the goddess Flora, who is the Roman goddess of flowers and abundance and fertility. Offerings of flowers were often included during these celebrations, so I want to tie that into my doll somehow. Now moving on to the doll's hair, I am using pre-wefted dark brown hair. I haven't done a brunette in my Wheel of the Year series of yet, so I thought what a better time to do that than now. So I am going to be just using my regular technique of gluing the pre-wefted hair directly onto the head. As always with pre-wefted hair, there is a lot of volume after application, so I'm just going to go ahead and tie it back until I can style the hair after her outfit is complete. Moving on to her outfit, it is really important to me to bring in those symbolic colors into my Sabbat doll outfits, so I am choosing fabrics that are pink and have a floral greenery kind of color to them. Just because I think of pink when I think of Beltane, just due to its amorous energy. So I'm going to make a simple dress and a little bit of a corseted style. I've been trying to fit this into my dolls recently and it just hasn't worked until this doll. So I'm really happy that I get to use that corseted style that I find is quite popular at the moment. As always, I'm gonna go ahead and hand sew my outfit together, as I am not super confident on a sewing machine at such a small scale. And here is my finished corset. I think it is going to be the perfect little addition to my base fabric dress. I added a playful sleeve with a little bit of a flare to complete the look, and this is her finished outfit. Moving on, I wanted to make a little flower crown / ribbon crown to add to this look, because one of the most iconic symbols of Beltane or May Day is the maypole. It is a really obvious phallic symbol, and it really does capture the kind of amorous energy of Beltane celebrations, so I wanted to include that ribbon imagery in my doll without having to include the pole itself. As for the structure of my crown, I'm going to be using a regular crafting wire just wrapped around the circumference of the doll's head, and then I'm taking ribbons that I had available. As we're still in lockdown, I couldn't buy any specific ribbons for this, so I'm using the ones that were available to me, and I'm just gluing them wrapped around so they are still movable along that crown. Then, as a callback to Floralia, I am going to be using pressed and dried flowers to add a flower crown element to this headwear, and I think it looks so cute and really does invoke those images of Beltane and springtime celebrations. To bring this doll to life, I am just going to go ahead and gloss her lips and eyes as always. If you have watched any of my other Sabbat doll videos, you know I like to include a little accessory that signifies the Sabbat that the doll is standing for. And this time I really enjoyed the story and account of lovers going into the forest the night before Beltane, sharing a romantic evening, and then returning to town the next day with foliage to decorate town and logs to burn on the Beltane fire. So I really wanted to create a little bundle of logs or like sticks that my doll may be bringing back to town after sharing a amorous encounter in the forest the night before. And here she is with her little bundle of logs. I think they look so cute, and I also went ahead and dirtied up her fingers a bit because I know when I garden my fingers always end up really dirty, so I thought that would be a cute element to add to this doll. And to finish off her look with some footwear, I'm going to create some little white socks to add under her outfit, just because I didn't do a full body recolor, and also because I think a little scrunch down sock is so cute. And then I'm going to take these Ever After High doll shoes and give them a little paint job to bring some more life to them. And here she is, my completed Beltane altar doll. I think she is just absolutely gorgeous. I think her face up turned out so pretty, and with all her accessories and her outfit, she just looks so beautiful and youthful and springy. So I think she really embodies what I was trying to achieve with this doll for my altar. And wherever you are in the world, if you are celebrating Halloween, Samhain, or Beltane, I hope you have a very happy, blessed day. As always, if you liked this video, hit that thumbs up, leave me a comment down below of what you're getting up to today, and I'll see you back here so soon with more crafts and more curios.